Hi everybody, I thought today I would show you what I have uploaded into the shop, and I finally made my sepia pack and took the sepias from all of my digis and made it into one pack. So I'm going to start with the alcohol ink pack, and these are the alcohol inks that I made. Now there's a variety of colours. This, that's very dark. However, I would like to try printing that on some material. There's all sorts of different colours, different things. So they're all in the DigiKit, and there's also the bonus of these were on the photographic paper, and they've just got a more glossy look about them and a little bit more what's the word, romantic, I guess, like softer. So these are how they print out, and I've used them for backgrounds in things, I've used them for collaging, I've used them as a whole piece to wrap around different things for a little pocket. So I'm just going to quickly go through and show you what is in this pack. As I said, there's different colours. This is very dark, but I really am going to give this a go on some material. If my printer will do it, I don't know. We'll see. That was the one I used for day 39 of the 100-day challenge for the little booklet. This is it printed onto cardstock, and I made little booklets that can be an insert. This is the, see this, it's softer, it's on that's blown up from the glossy photo paper. Another darker one, different colours, looks almost like flowers through here. This one I love, it's almost like it's a hibiscus with the stamen. I affectionately name this one after Mrs. Bouquet, if anyone's seen that British show where the lady's surname is Bucket. She wears all these purple, blue sort of florally dresses, and but she insists that her name is Bouquet, not Bucket. And so that's the alcohol ink DigiKit. Let's move on. Okay, so oh, did I want the snippet rolls right here? Oh, well, that's where they are in the pile. This was day 25 in the 100-day project, and I'd made the individual snippet rolls and ended up scanning them all together so it makes a collage sheet. And what I did was I made a faded version, because often I find the original a bit too strong. I love it, and it would be really good for a cover of something. But if I'm going to add collage work to it, I like a faded one. So that's the faded version. Then I made a pink version and a green version, and then I've got a black and white version and a sepia version. I made a collage, which is in the book here. That's fine. Oh. So this was a collage over the top. So then in the kit I've got the, where is it? Here we go. I've got the original collage. I've got a faded version, a green version, a pink version, a black and white version, or grayscale, and a sepia version. And that's all in this, the kit for the snippet rolls. This is actually, for me anyway, I don't mind that, and I'll probably use it for something, but however, the faded version of this background is becoming a real favourite for collaging even further onto for me, or for tearing. So anyway, it's up to you, whatever works for you. But that is the snippet rolls folder, And there goes the cat again. Of course I can't keep, if she's out she's wanting to come in, if she's in she's wanting to go out, and let's just ignore her. This was I couldn't find the original, I wanted to show you, but this was an original acrylic painting I did on canvas, which I then scanned in. So this is the original, how it looked. Then what I did was I printed out a copy of this, and then I started to add some geometric shapes and play around with the colours. So in this kit there's this extra geometric, lighter, darker, paler, bluer. There's this green and yellow, or not yellow, pinky colour, and then there's a sepia version. And because it was part of a project I was mucking around with and doing for myself, what I've included in the kit is a whole heap of blue stamps. I got sent a whole packet of lots of different stamps. So I pulled out all the blue kind of, there's a lot of Olympics. It's mostly Olympics actually, I think. Yeah, I think it's all Olympics. And I think there's actually 2 sheets of stamps in the DigiKit. I can't remember, but I thought I made 2. Yeah, so they're all blue sort of stamps, so you can cut these out, you know, if you have some pinking shears or something, I think it was shears and scissors, the ones that cut that kind of edge, or you can roll it with one of those spiky sewing roller things like the pizza with the spikes, or you could just sew around the edges without thread in the sewing machine, so it gives you a perforated edge. Anyway, but that's the blue circles on canvas DigiKit. Then we've got the A3 collage, which there is a YouTube of me making it, and I've cut it down into 2 pieces because I did it on A3. I wanted to see what it was like to make a master sheet on A3. This was multiple layers of tissue paper and colour and stamping, and so there's a left side and a right side. So in this particular one, we've got the original before we took it this far. So it started off with just a lot of blue, different bits of blue, and anyway, it is in, I think there's a 2-part in my YouTube of it. So that's how it started, and I scanned it, and then I made a faded one, and another even more faded one, bit more of a green tinge. Then I made a pinky tinge. I've got a black and white, and I've got a sepia. Oh, there goes the cat. And the right side has more of the work on it. Okay, so faded, bit slightly greener, aqua-y, black and white, sepia. And then what I'd also made was some pockets, so I've scanned them in after. So you could do a little cut line along here and it will be a pocket, and it's ready to go as a signature. So you could actually put a backing, cut it and make a pocket. You could fold it over to make a signature with 2 pockets. You could just tear it up and use it for whatever you like. So there's 2 to a page, and there's 4 to a page, so you've got different sizes in the DigiKit. I made some blue tags out of it. I know this was actually one of my very first goes at kind of trying to work out how to upload some little cards, not really tags so much as cards. And if I was going to get this out of a DigiKit, what I would do is print it onto some cardstock and cut it a little bit smaller, and then round the corners so as it's a bit neater, and then ink again in blue. kind of was a bit of an experiment for me, this section, but that's okay. They're there if you want it, and that's my collaging. And then there's a really faded section as well, faded set of 4. So that's the blue A3 collage in the shop. Now the other day, day 32, I made a blue booklet, and where is it? So here it is. This was day 32. So what I've done with this for the DigiKit, I think I hadn't put it in my finished because I'm still considering whether I'm sewing and adding on some lace or not, or just leaving it just in its beautiful plain old state. What I did was let's have a look here. Okay, so this is page 3 and 4 of it, and page 1 and 2. So they're ready, they can be used as signatures. Then I got each page and I've scanned it in and blown up each individual one to be an A4. So there's 4 of those. So there's one normal, one really altered into a lot more luminousy blue colour. And basically that's how it goes. There's the original, then a more luminous blue. The original. So I'm calling these more luminous blue ones saturated in the file. They're noted as saturated. And there's that one and the saturated version of. So that's the DigiKit, which is called Blue Booklet.